Cardinal signs, good morning. Gonna do a reading for cardinal signs, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Libra, and see what you guys are initiating. What are we initiating, cardinal signs? So if that sounds like something you're interested in knowing, stick around. I smoke, I curse, I speak up and reference God because that's who I believe in and I pray to, and there will be noise in the background of my videos. So if any of those things don't work for you, click the little X button in the top right corner and go find yourself a more suitable reader. I've already pre-shuffled, I've already prayed. I'm just shuffling on camera to give you guys some of that, you know, real deal, so you don't feel like I'm just picking out whatever the fuck I feel like it. I haven't decided which deck I'm gonna use, so I'll shuffle them both. What do we need to know for cardinal signs? What are we initiating? What are cardinal signs initiating at this time? For the rest of July, what are cardinal signs initiating at this time, please? Are we starting in reverse or is it me? I usually check and I usually don't have any in reverse, but I don't remember checking this morning and I kind of shuffled and shuffled, so it's possible. No, that was probably actually a reversal. Alright, let's try this again. Virgo's monthly reading, I did like 3 or 4 times. There was one problem with the sound. There's another problem with the video. There was problems with storage. It was just like, so Virgo, I put their reading. I had to redo it because somebody driving by had a song that was playing and they banned part of the read. It was a whole big to-do. And 3rd time's the charm. And just now when I restarted, that was the energy that I thought of, that I got. So the Virgo reading may be significant to you. You guys might be a Virgo. No, you can't be a Virgo if you're in here for cardinal signs. That would be a mutable sign. Anyway, what are cardinal signs? What are cardinal signs initiating right now? Please, God, what are cardinal signs initiating right now? Cancer, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, what are they initiating right now? Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Libra, what are we initiating right now, please? Capricorn, you're initiating new beginnings, jumping into something new, new projects, new ventures, a new start at something, a new adventure, a new journey. It's the beginning. You're initiating the beginning, the precipice. Cancer, you're initiating change, but for the better. Like you are refining things, and it's like change to the everyday life, to the everyday patterns. It's to the everyday routine, but you're bringing harmony into this change. Aries, you're initiating a strategy for defeat. If you were feeling defeated or have been feeling like you might not, like if you're in some kind of combat and feel like you're not going to be able to come out on the winning side of this, this is you creating a strategy. on how to come out on the other side of this hole, whatever this is. In Libra, you're initiating, it looks like, apologies or a hard conversation, or you're initiating the end of a relationship or something that was hurting you or harming you, or maybe you were hurting or harming someone. You're initiating the end of a hurtful situation. Tell me more about the Fool for Capricorn, please. Tell me more about the Fool for Capricorn. What is this newness that Capricorn is initiating? What is this new energy, this precipice? Tell me about the Fool for Capricorn, please. Why so many? That's way too many. Like 1, 2, maybe 3. So Capricorn, there's something that you're trying to mesh, you're trying to mingle, you're trying to blend together. It's like the coagulation. It's like temperance for me is what I was just feeling when I looked at the 4 of Cups with the balance. Whatever this precipice that you're on, whatever this newness that you're initiating, it's something that's going to balance out and stabilize. It's not even, I'm sorry, it's not going to balance out and stabilize. It's going to blend together. Whatever this is that you're initiating, it's something to blend together to make things better. So it could be like you have a really close friend or a partner that you vibe with, you really fuck with, and you guys decide, you know what, it's probably going to be cheaper or better for us to just move in together, because then we already like come and go and we do everything together as it is. So if we were to move in together, then we would have less expenses or something like that. It's something about blending things for a better outcome. Tell me about Cancer. What are we initiating with this change? Pleasure. Healing. Cancer, with this harmonious change that you're initiating, it brings in healing energy and restoration and growth. And like a solid foundation for the legacy to flow and grow. Something about lotus flowers. And there was like a pause, there was a break, there was something that was holding the wheels back from turning, and this is you initiating them to continue turning. This is you, like, whatever was stopping the tables from turning, you're removing that with this initiation, and you're initiating and you're bringing in pleasure. Through long-term growth and investments. It's like planting seeds for a tree. You know the tree isn't going to grow in the next year. You're not going to have a full tree, but you know in the next 20 years your backyard will have a tree. It's like initiating the start of that. And this tree brings like great pleasure. It brings fruit. It brings shade from the exasperating sun, is what I just heard. Some of you can be having a son, the birth of a son, or there will be the birth of a son that comes out of this initiation of harmonious change. So maybe there was some healing that needed to take place before you guys could conceive, but this is you initiating that healing, removing whatever the blockages were. That's what you're initiating, Cancer. Aries, what's up with this defeat and the 5 of Swords and the strategy? What are you initiating with this defeat? Something about an Aquarius is involved and an action that either you took or an Aquarius took that got you to initiate this. I just heard finish him. Scorpion, Mortal Kombat. So this is like something that somebody started, a battle that somebody started. It could have been you started the battle, but it's even so, it's a fight that somebody started and you are initiating their defeat, their demise. Heavy Aquarius energy. And something about an Aquarius in reverse. So like, maybe they're not showing up as their best self, their higher self. This is probably the person that you're battling with. Tell me more about this Five of Swords for Aries, for what they're initiating, please. It's Aries initiating with this Five of Swords, please. Clarify the Five of Swords for what Aries is initiating. You don't want to tell me. Because there's more to it. So just now, before I even got the card, I thought I seen the Two of Swords flip. And the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords would be the Seven of Swords. And when I said to you that they don't want to tell me, that's what I seen. And it just made me feel like that they don't want to tell. This is not the end. Okay, so whatever you initiated, you're initiating someone's defeat. There's more to it. So maybe you had to initiate... you had to take action against an Aquarius because of something that they said or did, or an accusation that they made. This is you standing in your power. I know it's only a 3, but there's something about you. You're the one who controls this. You're the one who's exposing this. You're the one who's running the shit. You might be initiating a strategy to help somebody you know who feels defeated, who needs strength, who needs courage, who needs your drive. You know that Aries has that Mars, that combat, that drive, that oomph. You might be helping somebody that doesn't have that strength. That might be why you're initiating this strategy. Could be like a friend, a family member, a child, or somebody who got themselves into something, and you're initiating courage and bravery and a plan of action and reinforcements for them to help them. Could be a baby mother. Could be a wife. Could be your mama. What's this Three of Swords for Libra? What's this Three of Swords for Libra for what they're initiating? This hard conversation, this apology, something that was ruined, something about Jupiter. Oh, or no, something about Saturn and a lesson that needed to be learned. So this may have been you teaching someone a lesson, or somebody felt like they were teaching you a lesson. There was a lesson to be learned from this sorrow, from this situation. What is Libra initiating with the Three of Swords here, please? I heard your sovereignty. What is Libra initiating with the Three of Swords here? The end. So it's either you apologizing or somebody's apologizing to you, but you're initiating the end of this. This is the end of somebody being able to hurt you. So it looks like this is the end of a relationship. It was not a blessing, it was a lesson. There was a lesson for you to learn in this, and this person might be apologizing, but your lesson is for you to end it and move on. So you're initiating the end of something that hurts you, the end of a situation, the end of a relationship, or something that really hurt you and that caused a lot of damage in your life. Not just hurt you, but caused damage in your life. You're initiating the end of that. Good for you, Libra. Good for you. Tell me more about this precipice for Capricorn and coagulation or blending. What does Capricorn need to know about what they're blending together? Does Capricorn need to know about their initiation? Somebody might not be a good fit. Or you might be looking to see if somebody's a good fit for your group. This is you trying to figure out, if I integrate this into my new beginning, if I integrate this, is this going to hold me back in some way? It's like I said at the beginning, you're initiating change, something new. So you're starting something new, a new adventure, a new journey, a new project that involves you blending things together. And it's not just blending things together, but it's blending what you love, what makes you happy, what excites you, what motivates you. It's blending that. But as you do this, you're saying to yourself, is there something here that is, if I do this, is it gonna stop my flow in the long run? So you might, and it also looks like you're trying to protect something, you're trying to guard something. So it's like, yeah, I want to do this and I want to start this new blah blah blah, and I'm gonna need to work with X, Y, and Z to do it. But if I work with X, Y, and Z, they're gonna want to control my business. So you're playing it out to see, you know, if you do this, will it hold you back in any other way? So you're initiating something new, a new project, that you're blending your pleasure and things that really make you happy, and you're ensuring yourself, and you're actually like weighing out the pros and the cons to say to yourself, is this something that's going to hurt me in the long run, or am I going to have growth from this? What is Cancer initiating over here with this change and the health and the pleasure? Give me one more for Cancer over here with this harmonious change and pleasure. What's Cancer initiating at this time? Strength, courage. So this is you planted a seed. This is following your node, your north node at that. This is you have planted a seed. So it might have been a seed that you planted a long time ago, and for whatever reason there was something stopping it from growing. So you went in and you removed the weeds or whatever was stopping it from growing. Now you're starting to see growth, health, and abundance. And you just had to, something about knowing your power, knowing your strength, knowing where you stand in things. And nothing is too big for you to clobber at or tackle. This is also you initiating change and being glad you did, because being glad you had the courage to do so. You might have had to cut some things down. Remember at the beginning I was telling you refining, so you had to remove some things in order to get the health and the flow to where it is, and you're happy you did so. You're happy you had the courage to do so. You're being rewarded for having the courage to do so. There's something about abundance that comes with this refinement and action and healing. Something to do with like a family legacy, a family crest, like the family name, like leaving a good name, a good reputation for the family, something like that. All right, what's up with Aries and this defeat and strength? This is Aries. This is also you having to look for a new strategy, establish strength to come up with a new strategy to avoid being defeated. Tell me about Aries, the Five of Swords and the Three of Wands, for what they're initiating. What's Aries initiating with the Five of Swords and the Three of Wands? You're initiating the ability to stand up for yourself. It seems like you can stand up for others easily, but you don't always advocate or stand up for yourself when you need to. Something about you finding the strength to stand on your own. What is this Five of Swords for what Aries is initiating? Talk to me about this Three of Wands, please, for what Aries is initiating with the Five of Swords. You're taking action because of this. So something came in and it was like something came across you, a situation came across and you just felt like, nah, fuck that. That's not going down like that. That's not going down like that. And you took your fiery energy, your passion, and you're leading the other two. You're leading, it looks like you're leading two people, or you're leading, yeah, it looks like two people. It's like you're helping people and you're leading them with your strength because they don't have the strength. You're giving people the motivation. You're giving them the, okay, so this is a person who fell into an issue. They're having some kind of issue. And this is you saying to them, look, I know you're hurt. I know you're fucked up. But I got a strategy. Let's work this out and I'm going to help you. And you giving them that oomph to move forward with whatever they need, whatever kind of energy that they needed to fight this. It was like this person was wounded. They were weakened. This person was weakened, like beaten down. It's like the world has just gotten to them and beaten them down and they haven't had a solution. And this is you finding a solution for their defeat. I don't even feel like it's your defeat. So you're initiating solutions for people, to help people. Libra. Give me one more for Libra with the Three of Swords and the Universe. Because it definitely seems like we're initiating the end of a hurtful situation. Give me one more for Libra. Three of Swords and the Universe, please, for what they're initiating. What is this the end of? Libra's initiating the end of what, please? What are we initiating for Libra? What are we initiating for Libra with the Three of Swords? What ends? Because it seems like with the Three of Swords in the Universe, you're initiating an end. What is Libra initiating with the... Thank you. It seems to be, Libra, that's the end of a marriage or a long-term commitment, or some kind of stability comes to an end because of a mistake that somebody made. It's like they lost control. You're initiating the end of anyone else being able to control the direction that your life is going in. You're initiating the end of giving people the power to hurt you. Something about an Aries and Mercury retrograde. and someone wasn't seeing things clearly. They were only seeing through one eye, so it left them off balance. If you ever had an issue in, like, I remember being like 17 and having an issue seeing out of my left eye in the light. It, like, the light would close my eye. I never figured out what the problem was. The doctors never figured it out. It just went away after a while. But I was so off balance when I would walk at that time because I couldn't see out of my left eye. So you don't realize that when you're only able to see through one eye, you don't realize how that sets your that offsets your equilibrium. So you're initiating the end of a situation that left you off balance, left you never being able to catch stable ground, seeing things clearly. You're initiating the end of it seems like a relationship to me, or a long-term relationship, or even a marriage. But whatever this was that you're ending, it wasn't allowing you to see things through a clear lens. It wasn't allowing you to progress forward in a way that you needed to. It wasn't allowing your chariot to move because it was just going in every direction and trying to go in every direction. The thing is just shaking or rocking back and forth. It's not actually moving forward. So whatever this was like tearing up your life. It's like the bull trapped in the china shop and your life is the china shop. This was tearing up your life. So this is you initiating the end of it. Like, I need to remove this. Let that fucking bull loose. And now you rebuild your life. Anything else we need to know for all three? At all four. I'm sorry, guys. There is 4 of you. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Aries. Is there anything else we need to know for them? Closing messages. Bro, you guys got 2 aces for closing messages. How's that for initiation? For what are you guys starting? You guys are starting new cycles all the way across the board. That's what my cardinal signs are starting right now. You guys are initiating new cycles. New cycles in business, new cycles in your passion, new cycles in what you're passionate about, new cycles on what you're going to stand up for and what you're just going to let ride. New cycles. That's what you guys are initiating. New cycles in no matter what area it is. So cardinal signs, that's been your reading. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you like any of my paintings or want a birth chart interpretation reading or want a personal reading, all that information is in the description box. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me fumble at my words because I'm not so perfect. All right, y'all. And until I talk to you again, keep initiating and keep working. Y'all got this. Bye.